Welcome to Sufi Voice. In yesterday's session, we had discussed about autocratic leadership framework, in which the power lies in the hands of a leader. Okay, so in autocratic leadership framework, the leader controls his team. The total power is in the hands of the leader. In today's session, let us move on with next framework. Today we'll discuss about democratic leadership framework. As the name itself suggests, democratic. What happens in a democratic form of governance? Everyone is given equal responsibility or equal rights. In the similar way, in democratic leadership framework, the leader shares his work with the team members. Means you will find a very minute line between a leader and the team members. In a democratic leadership framework, the leader will be highly motivated. He will not hesitate to share the issues or problems with the team members, and it will be a collective effort. When it is a collective effort, 100% it will 100% fetch a very good result. So, in a democratic framework, leadership, only the team members also play a major role. Now, when team members are given an opportunity to raise their opinions or to give their suggestions, it becomes a very cooperative environment, healthy environment where the teams also show enthusiasm to come forward and present their work in an high spirit. And that's what is needed. And healthy environment always gets good results. So there are no restrictions. The team members are given a freedom. This democratic form of leadership framework is mostly considered in most of the corporate offices. Why? One simple reason is quality is given topmost priority. There should not be any compromise on quality. So that's what happens here. So when team members play an active role in the decision making along with the leader, then definitely there are chances that the work will turn out to be highly productive. And if you see from team members' point of view, team members also will be happy and they will put in more efforts. Now, why they will put in more efforts in the sense their work is getting recognized. They have a feeling that they are given importance. Okay, and their motivational levels will be always high because there is a scope in this case if the team member's work is recognized. Okay, there is a chance for him to climb the ladder of success. Here, in this democratic leadership framework, the team member sees a great hope of success. He himself, team member himself, evolving as a leader in the future uh, years to come. So that's what everyone needs, isn't it? And it becomes a quality assessment also. Now, when a team member is given a option, given a chance to speak up, then only leader also comes to know the true caliber, true skill set of the team member. And this becomes a very prominent, very evident in case of democratic form of leadership. A team member gets an opportunity to express himself, to show his creativity, to show his productive skills. And that's uh, what more can a team member expect? So this form of democratic leadership framework is widely used in most of the organizations, and it also becomes an open learning environment and an assessment and healthy environment to get the work done in, in the stipulated time. Now, if other than an autocratic leadership framework where the total power lies in the hands of leader, leader has to be held responsible whatever the decisions he makes. In such a situation, though a team member has identified a mistake, but unfortunately in autocratic leadership form, a team member is never allowed to share his views and opinions. But in case of democratic leadership framework, that is not the situation. Sometimes it is error of human. A leader is also a human being. Sometimes he would have overlooked a major point which may cause a trouble in the law. Okay, in such cases, if it is a democratic framework, then at least there is a scope that one of the team members would identify the problem in the long run, and he can give the right information in time so that the problem can be averted, isn't it? So definitely democratic form of leadership framework is the best to be used. Are there any disadvantages with democratic leadership framework means? Yeah, there is only one disadvantage. One disadvantage, that is, let us take a situation where an immediate decision has to be taken. Okay, so the team doesn't have much time to discuss and arrive at the correct decision. Now, in such a situation, they cannot use democratic leadership framework. Why? Because they don't have time, and when the team sits in with the topic in their hand and starts discussing, making a open house on the topic, then it may lead to confusion. How five different team members may give five different suggestions, and it may lead to five different perceptions, five different directions, and it will be simply a confused state. In such a situation, again, the leader has to put on a cap of autocratic leadership because he cannot take a risk. So he has to sit, he has to assess all the things, and finally he has to decide and say this is what has to be done. Okay, only where a decision has to be taken immediately, where the resources are limited, and other drawback is, now if you have a situation, if you have a environment where an immediate decision has to be taken, now who will be the right person to take the immediate decision? Someone who has got all the information, all the ins and outs of that particular problem can only take the right decision. Now, if you take the team members, now team members may not have all the inputs. They may be knowing very few facts about the issue. And using those few facts, if they sit to settle and solve the issue, it may not be easy for them. So, what is then again, who will be the right person? Again, the leader has to adopt or put in the cap of autocratic leadership. So that's the only drawback in situations where uh, a unified decision, immediate decision has to be taken on an issue or problem. Only in such a case, democratic leadership framework may not be of that help. Otherwise, in all the other cases, yes, democratic leadership framework is the. Okay, now in today's session, you had few basic inputs on democratic leadership framework. Hope you enjoyed the session. If you really have enjoyed the session, please do share with your friends and near and dear ones. Okay, Stay healthy, stay home, stay safe. Okay, thank you.